this week standing in front of a storefront by name of Vertice. This is the largest distributor of retail store fixtures, gondolas, H-frame racking, warehouse fixtures, upright, anything pertaining to retail, interior, design, layout, cash wraps, and so forth. Just stopped here in their large facility in downtown San Jose, Costa Rica, and I'm heading over to Heredia. Check out their smaller location and just showcasing how they merchandise and present their products. Thanks much to Alejandra, Jennifer, and so forth in here today. Retail Nomad, San Jose, Costa Rica, Vertice, pura vida.
The Retail Nomad, traveling the globe, sharing what the retail environment is like, hidden corners of the world.
And immediately upon entry, you get to see some of the offerings they have, some in Spanish. Gondolas, lockers, you got carritos, which are shopping carts. And then just panning around, you see some mannequins. And then just walking over here, we'll start out with the pharmacy section here. And as I start traipsing through here, passing Jennifer, who helped me out with some sales information at the front, you get to see that Vertice, they literally offer any and every type of equipment, service, offering, and so forth that it takes to build and construct a retail store. And it's everything from display items, fixtures, and cash wraps and baskets and shopping carts. Truly was overwhelming, which I enjoyed this experience. And then in just describing some more items in a more detailed or granular fashion, you get to see you've got wall standards, uprights, every kind of bracket system that you can fathom, and it suits every type of retail, right? Just think of all the different configurations that you could or can have in retail. Ranging from pharmacy, supermarket, home centers, gift stores, warehouses, convenience, pet, cosmetics, home goods, electronics, bookstores, beverage and or liquor, fashion, clothing, so forth. I really was intrigued just to see the wide range of every type of display, fixture, component to help and assist a retailer, properly merchandise their products. Vertice, I give you all kudos for what you've done in offering these to the local market here in Central America. And again, just panning around here, showing you all the range of items. These mannequins, I must say, reminded me of Ms. Kelly with Silvestri out of California. So they had quite a few of these in here. And then just walking up to this higher level, everything from cash wraps on the left. You've got obviously your standard slat wall, multiple color options from beige to tan to black. Very impressed with how they offered and even showcased examples. If you're a buyer for a local retailer, things that you may want to consider when you're in here looking to procure and source your items for your specific store needs. So very well laid out store location here. And I did want to give a big shout out to the local team here who was amazing in spending time with me and educating me on their various product offerings, ranging from Marite to Jennifer to Alejandra. And again, just blazing through here, you get to see glass showcases on the left, and then here's like kind of deli restaurant front checkout areas where you could procure some goods at many different kinds of retailers. And again, just looking at the metal gondola systems here, a few of the ones that we're very familiar with in North America, Lozier, Madix, and then some that I was not. First thing that came to mind is Derek with RPS. We may want to have you contact Vertice for your product offerings as well. Once again, just showing the diversity and the various options that exist here. And you see shopping carts and cash wraps, reminding me of Daryl and Tony. And you see here some large warehouse pallet racking. Reminds me of what we used to install back in the 90s, Mr. Dewey. Good old Lowe's and Home Depot and their growth spurt. But as you just dancing through the store here, you get to see a wide range of product options. They are doing a minor remodel back here on in the one corner, reconfiguring some elements, and I just wanted to poke my head back in here and see what kind of elements they had, and if there was anything different that I hadn't seen. Most of which pretty standard items that were all very familiarized in mainstream retail is what I would say. As you can see, nothing too out of the ordinary, but I loved it. Everything from trash systems, small carts for the children, every element that you could think of if you were, an individual franchisee owner of a store, or, obviously down here in Costa Rica, we've got Walmart and we've got Office Depot. Most of individuals from North America are familiar with, and I believe that they procure their items from here as well. Not 100% sure. If you're a U.S. brand coming inbound, this would be one that you would want to source some materials from. Frank, check it out, dude. Gondola Train. There you go, bud. San Jose, Costa Rica. You got to come in here from Guanacaste. Check it out. Gondola Train in Vertice. Ciao, Frank. Talk to you soon, bud. Jumping downstairs, I wanted to take a peek at their shipping and receiving area, and I was thoroughly impressed on how they package and secure their items and products for shipment outbound. And as I was preparing to leave the downtown San Jose area, just want to jump out front of the store, just show you how they represent themselves here in the center area of town, transforming your business, it says there in Spanish. And then over here, I like this one, just showing the warehouse racking with some nice graphic examples, just showing mezzanine racking and so forth. And here I jumped over to the second store location that Vertice offers in the San Jose metropolitan area, part of town called Heredia, which I thoroughly enjoyed this one here as well. Smaller footprint of size interior of the store location, but they did a really good job of representing all the various items that you could potentially think of or need if you were going to open up your own store. There's a tremendous amount of growth in the market, one in San Jose, and then secondarily along the beach coastal zone in Guanacaste with the influx of tourism coming inbound. But offering everything you could need to build and properly set up and stage your store, no matter what your product mix or items that you would need to sell and merchandise. And as you can see, they literally offer every type of accessory for metal gondola fixtures, fencing, peg hooks, so forth. And then just dancing over here is one I've never heard, Kubica with a K. Frank, you heard of that one? It new for me. I always like learning and checking out new brands, new manufacturers, and so forth. But you get to see the versatility of everything from fashion-oriented spinner racks, wire mesh. Look at the sign there, Lozier, one of the staples of the North American market. Just really enjoyed the educational process here in this store. Muchas gracias por todo, Carlos.
Muchas gracias, con gusto.
Pura vida, mai. And again, I was very impressed with their offerings. I love these little miniature shopping carts. You could private label or put your own brand or your signature on those. Here you got some items prepared for outbound shipment. And as you see, it's a wide range of every kind of retail fixture, gondola, display, kiosk, or so forth. Here, an old tape gun that where they put the pricing label on the product itself. Again, you see Vertice labeled on the actual glass showcase itself. I love how they brand themselves. They do a fantastic job in that arena. Very smart and intelligent on their branding. In preparing to wrap up this week's video, I jumped outside here just to show you, how the exterior looks. You've got a beautiful sign down at the end of the parking lot. Vertice, the best in exhibitions, it says. You can see some of the racking through the window and the storefront there. You get to see a lot of decor, design, furniture locations in the same exact plaza. And here I am this week wrapping up this video. You see back there, says Vertice. I stopped over at their store location in a suburb by the name of Heredia. And I do apologize, there's a lot of road noise right out front. They're in a major thoroughfare. And you see back there, another sign that says Vertice. Great advertising here. Stopped in and said hello to Carlos. managing this store location in Heredia, right down the street from Walmart. You can walk there 2 minutes away. So Vertice, the #1 distributor for gondolas, warehouse racking, and virtually any kind of upright fixture, glass showcases here in Costa Rica. Retail Nomad at Heredia, Costa Rica, Vertice.
Stay tuned to the Retail Nomad, as each week we'll be profiling different types of shopping experiences around the world. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Ciao.